Hey folks, this is Jay with devlog number 20, and I have a couple of things to go over, hopefully not too long of a video, but let's just jump right into it. So basically, last week we had a dono roundup for February. We have a deficit for this month's expenses of about $272. We met that goal 2 times over, which was amazing. And I thank everyone that was able to help, whether that be have donated, spread around the word, or what have you, just cheering us on in general. That was very, very, very appreciated. The team, thank you. And we were able to meet that goal within 24 hours. So that was amazing. And we were able to collect some funds so that we can save it away for next month's deficit, hopefully, in case, we are not at a great standing for next month either. So with that, basically, not much has changed in terms of expenses. I'll do the next expense report for the first newsletter of March, which should be around March 1st. But yeah, that we definitely are in a comfortable spot right now for this month after that dono round. The badges have been given out. Our CE team has been wonderful. They made a badge really quick, and they also applied them as well to our donators. So thank you so much. Thank you again. I cannot express my gratitude for that at all. So or enough, should I say. But moving on to the next thing. So with last week, there was also an outage. This outage has been reoccurring. And finally, I have figured and diagnosed out what it is. It is actually a function that Google does, so Firebase is what we use, that is basically it renews all the functions that we currently have. It gives permissions to certain things like APIs, webhooks, things like that, and it does that, I'm guessing, on a monthly basis. So this brings into why it's been cycling like this. So basically, it renews the functions, but for some reason, it hasn't been automating the fact that it needs to give permission for the home feed to have all users permission. So this is actually something that other, types of projects and websites have also been facing because this specific permission is not being given. So it's kind of weird how this started ever so recently, since this was not a thing that has been going on for a long time. But again, the home feed is relatively new. We did a V2. So this home feed is a little bit more intuitive than our old one. So I guess it's not like as surprising as it should be. But I am hopefully going to be trying to get about this fix and automating it as well. I do need to put a couple of tests through and figure out to make sure that it actually is going to do us good. So we finally found the fix for the outage. That will we'll just need a couple of more days for that, or hopefully this weekend, and we're able to get a fix going about with that. Now, when this has been found, we also updated about an old home feed problem that affected about maybe 20 or so people. We updated and said that those 20 or so people have been encouraged to go ahead and make a new account. This has nothing to do with the outage. Those folks were when we updated the home feed from our V1 to our V2. They were never able to get a feed that exhibited V2. This has nothing to do with the outage. Those are 20 people, and those 20 people know who they are. If you aren't those 20 people and you haven't been talking to us for the last year or so, please do not make a new account. That is not what that's for. I did try to clarify that in our status page, so hopefully that helps out a little bit as well. But yeah, so basically that has everything to do with the outage, everything to do with the home feed, and hopefully we get things fixed pretty soon. Okay, and so basically I've been on my head and talking about the board search committee. The board search committee will be a group of individuals that make up myself, volunteers, paid staff, and as well as we're looking for users as well, long-term users, that will be helping us to determine and look at our candidates for the executive positions, CFO, CMO, and COO. So these are very important to the company. These are going to be the first positions ever, or offered, first time we ever offer these positions, and the eligibility is 1 year on the team. So whether that was former or current, and basically, we do have candidates. So I'm very, very hopeful, but I can't make this decision by myself. So the board search committee is definitely something that I would love to see put into action. And I'm basically, folks that have been volunteers, folks that have formerly or current staff as well that aren't candidates for the positions, and then also users that are interested. If you are a patron, that would be amazing if you want to really get involved with this, so that you can see who it is that we're bringing on board that will help bring InkBlot around for its future. These positions are going to be involving certain tasks that I normally do. So, I would like to hope that, you guys trust me with a lot of things, but the finances, the operations, like hiring and processes, workflows, everything else like that have to do with administrative tasks, and then also just the marketing in general, being the voice of the company. These are those positions, like those type of responsibilities these folks will have. I will no longer be doing them. I'll be doing CEO stuff, and I'll also be doing CTO stuff, which is basically a head of development. And I'll be putting most of my focus on that. No longer will I be having to divide my time into these certain categories, because I can't anymore. This has outgrown me for sure. So if you want to be a part of helping with trying to get these positions filled and to make sure that these folks are the right fit, please go ahead and apply for the search committee. It'll be asynchronous, essentially being like, more so just text type talk. Meetings aren't like mandatory, and we're only expecting 2 or 3 meetings in an 8-month span. Will we be talking the entire 8 months? No. Initially, when it's the interview process, then that's when we'll be doing the most talking, which should only be about maybe 2-3 months. So this would make you a volunteer, and there is more. I will link it down in the description so you can check out all of everything that you need to know about being part of the board search. But I really, really hope to see people. Currently, we have no one. So I don't know what to do with that, but I will try to do my best and say, like, please do apply and help us out with a very monumental, stage for the company. And speaking of the board search, for candidates for the CMO, CFO, and COO, that search ends today. So today is the last day that you can apply for that. I can't say, I can't say that it's going to be a short application. It does take about maybe 30-45 minutes, but we're taking this very seriously, so as it should be a very serious application. But yeah, so if you're interested and you are eligible, please do apply for these positions. We can always teach people. This is not like, oh, I need the experience of being a CMO. No. There's CMOs that never been CMOs before, or CFOs or COOs. I've never been a CEO before, right? So, this is always a learning experience, and these things don't. Would be a great opportunity if you're looking for something like this, and especially for the experience and whatever endeavor that you have, and would like to help InkBlot alongside with that. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. I did say this was supposed to be short, but I literally only have like a minute left. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Patrons, you will see a message outside of this devlog update talking about patron badges, since that is something that we've been wanting to do, and our CE team has whipped up some new stuff, and I'm super excited to be rewarding folks, even if it is just digital. And while I'm wrapping up the sticker club this month, we will be moving on to digital rewards for our patrons, besides just the pro membership. So thank you so much for your support, and I hope to see you guys out there.